Everybody, today's May 25th. I'm gonna recap a trade I took on SPY on ES. Took SPY puts. It was a loser. Also, I'm gonna recap why I decided to take this trade. So let's go on a bigger time frame. If my TS was lowered. All right. So looking for the last couple of days, we had rallied. Then yesterday we had supply. We're kind of basing out, and then today we did reject supply. We're falling off of it. Go on a small time frame, 30-minute. We see we have a nice downward trend. We were uh, holding value to. At one point, I was watching this in the morning around 9ish Pacific time, and I was gonna take this trade supply, and we had VWAP below it, so I was gonna take this. For some reason, I just didn't take it. I had some stuff to do, so I left it behind. But within the first, I believe, like hour when the market opened, we had a nice, like an hour and a half. We had created a 15-minute demand zone, uh, which acted as support intraday. We seen it get respected once, then two times, three times around here. We was chopping around here. I was waiting for this demand zone to get breached, and I was gonna play puts. If we breached it, targeting this 3-hour demand zone of 41.72. That's exactly what I did. So let me get in why I decided to take puts below demand zone. Let's figure it out quick. So we're gonna time frame. I was watching VIX at this point, and right when right when ES breached this 15-minute demand zone, we had a nice spike up in VIX. If you look at VIX, we had broken the key level of 1906. So at this point, I was waiting for a drop-based drop. So on a 5 minute, but then if you look at the volume, was really nice. We had a solid thick red candle, no bottom wicks, and volume was greater than the last hour or two. So at this point, I was watching it. Um, we see that we have upper wicks, which indicates selling pressure. And then the next candle, we had the same thing. We had only selling pressure, no binds. Um, so I had multiple confirmations at this point. I had upper wicks. We had a thick red candle with nice volume coming in. VIX was above 1906, which is a key level. So at this point, I saw that we didn't create a 5 minute DVD. So I was watching a bigger time frame, like a 15, I believe it was 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So what I did wrong on this one was that right after I was waiting for a small pullback around 41.84, which was like intraday support. Uh, I had an order around, I believe, like 60 cents or something like that. I believe I got filled, but out of nowhere, buying just came in and drove the price higher. It could be said that it was a fake out because it was low a day. Um, Institutions brought down the price and then they brought it back up. But according to the imbalances, I usually when the demand zone is invalidated, goes through it. So I was at this point, I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop out. If we see a close below above the 41.84, which was my stop loss, which also was a key level. We go to Friday's price action. We see it was high of the day. It was low. Yeah. Yeah, we looked to price Friday's price action. It was the high of the day, so we had double key levels. So at that point, I was like, okay, if we close above it, I was gonna get out. So at this point, I'm inside the trade because I had a passive order sitting around, I believe, 60 cents, and I got filled on this small push, which didn't really scare me. I was like, okay, fine, um, because I was expecting a base drop. I was thinking this was gonna be a basing period, but what I cost, which I did wrong, was that right after this red candle closed, I got in right after, which I didn't even give the candle to formulate. I jumped in. I pulled the gun too fast, which I don't know where. The next 5 minutes, we had a massive green candle, which drove the price higher, which we did reject at this perfect trend line the next couple weeks. But at this point, I ended up stopping out just because at this point, at one point, this candle looked really bullish, and I just didn't want to get caught up on the reversal. So I ended up taking, I believe, like a 15% loss per contract. It's a pretty big loss in my opinion. My stop loss was around 41.84, but because we had a massive red explosive candle, I was not able to cut my losses fast enough. Uh, just now for on which I learned from this play was that I need to give, especially the 15-minute candle, more time to formulate. I believe I pulled the gun too fast on this one. I should have at least waited 10 minutes for this candle to formulate. Then I would take the trade, but I just waited like 3 minutes and I decided to take the trade just because I thought we were gonna formulate a DVD, which in this case it didn't. We just had a nice push up and rejected the trend line. By this point, I was underwater and I had to take a loss on it. Here, right after, at the end of the day, it was really choppy. There was no play winning here. Uh, it was really choppy. So I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys